Sorry for the slightly late upload, but it's time for another manga release video. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm the Average Otaku, and today I wanted to talk about every single manga release for the month of February. In case you didn't know, manga releases every Tuesday in the US, and I'll be separating the releases by these dates. I'll be covering releases from Viz, Kodansha, Yen Press, 7 Seas, and Vertical, and I'll put links to all the release schedules in my description. Finally, I just wanted to say it took me a while to research all of these manga releases and compile them into a single list, so I'd really appreciate if you would like and subscribe. Alright, let's get into it. For releases on February 7th, we have Boruto Volume 16, My Hero Academia Volume 33, My Special One Volume 1, Rainbow Days Volume 2, Shoha Shoten Volume 1, Snow White with the Red Hair Volume 23, The King's Beast Volume 9, Lovesick Ellie Volume 8, Vampire Dormitory Volume 9, Wotakoi Manga Box Set, Wistoria Volume 2, Orient Volume 13, Ayakashi Triangle Volume 2, and Tokyo Avengers Volume 7 through 8. For February 14th releases, we have Komi Can't Communicate Volume 23, Radiant Volume 16, Sakamoto Days Volume 6, Splatoon Volume 16, The Girl That Can't Get a Girlfriend, The Hunter's Guild Red Hood Volume 2, Drifting Dragons Volume 12, Real Account Volumes 18 through 20, Break of Dawn, Sailor Moon 1, which includes a special figure, Phantom of the Idol Volume 4, Wand Dance Volume 4, Island in a Puddle Volume 5, Gat Papa Volume 1, Correspondence from the End of the Universe Volume 2, Marmalade Boy Collector's Edition 1, The Most Heretical Last Boss Queen Volume 3, Candy and Cigarettes Volume 3, Monologue Woven for You Volume 3. For February 21st releases, we have Chojin X Volume 1, Golden Kamuy Volume 28, Hayate Volume 41, Mermaid Scales and the Town of Sand, Mission Yozakura Family Volume 3, Rooster Fighter Volume 3, The Way of the House Husband Volume 9, Twin Star Exorcist Volume 27, Zom 100 Volume 9, Grand Blue Dreaming 18, The Grand Cleric Volume 1, Blue Lock Volume 5, Shangri-La Frontier Volume 4, Sweet Poolside, Flying Witch Volume 11, Last Gender 2, Miss Maizen Would Like to Get Closer to You Volume 3, Fire Force 31, Assorted Entanglements Volume 1, The Bride of Demise Volume 3, Bungo Stray Dogs Dead Apple Volume 2, Chained Soldier Volume 3, Cross-Dressing Villainess Volume 3, Daughter of the Emperor Volume 3, Death March to a Parallel World Volume 13, The Detective is Already Dead Volume 4, Final Fantasy Lost Stranger Volume 8, Hinowa Got Crushed Volume 7, The Holy Grail of Eris Volume 3, Mint Chocolate Volume 7, The Princess of Convenient Plot Devices Volume 1, ReZero Chapter 4 Volume 5, Reign of the Seven Spellblades Volume 5, Sasaki and Miyano Volume 7, School Alive Letters, Sotus Volume 1, Toilet Bound Hanaku-kun Volume 17, Uncle from Another World Volume 6, Unnamed Memory Volume 2, Villains Are Destined to Die Volume 2, The Wolf Never Sleeps Volume 3, The World's Finest Assassin Volume 4, The World's Strongest Rearguard Volume 5, Kimono Jihen Volume 4, I Think I Turned My Childhood Friend into a Girl Volume 2, Call to Adventure Volume 5, Reincarnated as a Sword Another Wish Volume 3, Crossplay Love Volume 3, Futari Escape Volume 2, and Classroom of the Elite Volume 5. For February 28th releases, we have Demon Slayer One Winged Butterfly, JoJo Bizarre Adventures Part 5 Golden Wind Volume 7, Urusei Yatsura Volume 17, Bakemonogatari Volume 17, Don't Toy With Me Miss Nagatoro Box Set, Hitorejime My Hero Volume 13, Shonen Note Boy Soprano Volume 2, Rent a Girlfriend Volume 17, The Witch and the Beast Volume 10, Eden Zero Volume 21, The Beginning After the End Volume 2, Hazure Skill Volume 5, The Heroes Overpowered Volume 5, Monster Guild Volume 4, My Wife Has No Emotion Volume 4, Otaku Elf Volume 5, My Dear Friend Nokotan Volume 3, Pompo the Cinephile Volume 3, The 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You Volume 5, Spriggan Deluxe Edition Volume 3, The Saints Magic Powers Omnipotent Volume 7, The Invisible Man and His Soon-to-Be Wife Volume 1, Roll Over and Die Volume 3, Versailles of the Dead Volume 3, Karate Survivor in Another World Volume 4, A Chinese Fantasy Book 2, Magic Artisan Volume 4, Ramen Wolf and Curry Tiger Volume 2, and This Is Screwed Up, I Was Reincarnated as a Girl Volume 5. Now it's time for my top 5 manga to look out for this month. I will admit that this month is kind of weak in terms of new manga releases. In every single manga release video I've made, the top 2 or 3 that I look forward to, I usually intend to buy, but to be honest, this month I don't think I'll be buying any of my top 5. That being said, I did my best to research and find the ones that I think do have the most potential. For number 5, I have Shoten. This follows 2 high school students who decide to form a comedy duo at a school show. After their successful performance, the 2 decide to try their best to follow their dreams to get to the top of Japan's comedy scene. This kind of reminds me of other slice of life manga where high school students will have this one skill and they follow their dreams to become the best at it. Similar to how Boys Run the Riot is about making it big in the fashion world, and Blue Period is about following your dream of becoming one of the best artists. I definitely think this could be a fun read as long as they try to do something different with this and it doesn't follow the exact same path as these other manga. For number 4, I have The Invisible Man and His Soon-to-Be Wife. This cute and fluffy slice of life follows 2 people that work at a detective agency. One is an invisible man that makes him perfect for his job, while the other is a blind woman who can always tell where the invisible man is. Before they know it, they start to have feelings for each other. This is your classic fluff romance, and it's bound to have a lot of wholesome moments. This is also set in a workplace, which as I grow older, I'm starting to appreciate more and more. For number 3, I have Gat Papa. This is about a man who's cool and distant at work, but at home he's a completely different person. He's a loving and doting father and husband. This is a manga where I actually read some of the chapters maybe like a year ago. It's pretty wholesome, and also it's fully in color, which is a nice touch. It was definitely a relaxing read, and since the couple is already married, you don't have to spend a bunch of chapters about drama and waiting for the couple to get together. The main problem I had with this that made me not continue it is that it gets a little repetitive at times. I do see myself continuing it eventually, but I'll probably end up reading it digitally compared to buying it. For number 2, I have The Great Cleric. I just had to add an isekai to this list. This follows an overworked salesman who dies and gets reincarnated into a fantasy world. He recreates himself as a healer and makes his way around the world. Will his good heart and even greater work ethic make him good enough to be a great cleric? Yes, it's an isekai you've probably heard a million times before, but they'll keep on making them because people like me still read them. Finally, for number 1, I have Chojin X. This manga takes place in a world where supernatural creatures called Chojin exist. Our main character gets into a fight and in a desperate attempt to win, injects himself with a drug that turns him into a Chojin. The drug ends up working successfully, and as a side effect he grows a beak. Now he must find a way to hide his identity and escape people trying to go after him because of his use of the drug. While the premise of this manga might not seem that interesting, it's actually created by the same person who made Tokyo Ghoul. I honestly think that alone makes it worth checking out. Tokyo Ghoul is a really loved manga for both its art and its story, and hopefully the mangaka can create the same magic with this one. Out of all the new releases, this definitely has the most potential. Well, that's pretty much it for my video. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment below what releases you're looking forward to, and as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you and bye.